I got to lean in.
What's up, everybody? It's me again, and it's time to lean in, bitch. Welcome to the Lean, where we discuss all of your favorite reality TV shows, moments, all things reality TV here. We're here to talk about Real Housewives in New Jersey. I'm here with the panel, but child, my panel is everybody's getting low budget.
Everybody
today.
keeps dropping out. Everybody is leaving.
I can't even get the intro out.
This happens every time for some reason. When it connects, when it comes back, there's no sound. I have to leave and come back.
Dang, that's crazy. Well, I'm glad you could join us. How you doing today? Jamie, how you doing?
I'm great. My sound connected.
Okay, Sammy was here, but
keep on, Jamie.
Okay, Sammy, you okay?
I'm okay now, I believe.
All right. Well, also welcome to the lane. We're gonna at least somebody gonna give low budget at least once every week. So welcome. And today,
I don't know what happens. Every time it starts off, I can't hear y'all anymore.
Same for me.
Danny said. I don't know why. That's interesting.
It's been like it the last few weeks.
Well, we're going to work on the audio here at the lane. But before we do that, make sure you go ahead and like this video and subscribe to the channel. I see people saying a lot that they're not getting notifications when we go live and stuff randomly, but that's weird. That's not really my doing. Maybe it's YouTube, but I will look into that because I hate that some of y'all are missing some of the things that we're going live about, especially like the lunch and leans, because there's been a lot. And there's actually one coming tomorrow, which I really don't love. But nonetheless, I'm going to go ahead and add in one of our newest co-hosts to the lean, Demisio, who just had to be on today, child. He was supposed to make his debut for the Real Housewives of Atlanta, but he wanted to come in, especially on this episode. Demisio, can you turn your camera the other way? Can you hear us?
Better. Like flip it. Like
horizontally.
I didn't say move it. I said turn it. There we go.
See, they didn't send you the employee handbook. They didn't give you
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
It's still in the middle. If you don't know Demisio, I'm sure you do because he's been around for the last year, joining all of our calls, and like he's one of our newest co-hosts. So welcome him again to the Lean family. The family is growing. I see we got Chase in the comments here, and Antonio all the way from Paris with Emily. Hey, Antonio.
That's dedication and love.
That is
okay.
Dedication.
Oh my God.
Jasmine here. Jasmine said, "Hey, BFF Sam. Okay.
Hey, Jazzy girl.
I see we got Chas. Hey, Chas. I actually was hoping that you joined today because I haven't seen you in a while.
I haven't seen her in a minute.
Yeah, I love Chas.
AC is here. Freshman birthday. Shawnette, Sebastian. Everyone is here. Let's just go ahead and start talking about it. It was a pretty good, fair episode. One of the most anticipated episodes because we know that this was coming. But before we talk about that, I wanted to go over these Real Housewives of New Jersey reunion looks just quickly because they did come out last week and we didn't really talk about it. So let's just do a quick little, and I mean quick, Jamie, a quick look.
See, I'm the only one whose audio and camera always works, and you always come for me.
And you have a nice background today.
I like it. Okay. So let's start with Dolores and Jackie. I mean, just kind of between these two.
Dolores was cute.
Okay.
Jackie looked a mess, but
okay.
You know.
Danny?
I'm really not a fan of either look.
Jamie?
I would have liked Dolores's dress if it was Jackie's color. And Jackie looks like she just is going. She looks pretty, but she looks like she's going to somebody's like reunion.
On her skin tone is not good.
Well, also that's not her skin tone.
Well, you know, Dolores is a black woman, and she's a little tan.
Oh my God!
So, I mean, it didn't really help. But between these two, personally, I do like Dolores's dress. I mean, Jackie
looked like she going to prom.
Okay, Sammy.
Picking between the two, I'm gonna give it to Dolores, but I really don't care for either.
Oh, okay. All right, let's move to Miss Jennifer and Melissa, our brawling sisters from earlier this season. I'm gonna say
I like both of them.
Give me 1 second to be serious. I really like Melissa's dress. Actually, I really do. But I think I like both of these dresses for different reasons. But of these two, because I'm a little floozy myself, I'm gonna go with Melissa.
Not a floozy. Melissa is giving me, I don't know if y'all remember that old Jennifer Lopez video, Baila. She's giving me Jennifer Lopez 1998.
I know what you're talking about, Jamie.
Thank you. I love Jen. I just don't like Jen's cuffs. Everything else, Jen looks amazing. She looks gorgeous.
Okay.
I love Jennifer's. I think she looks stunning in it. Melissa's giving me a knockdown version of Nicole Scherzinger from the Pussycat Dolls. Her hair, she looks so plain. Like I've seen her look better on an episode than this. Like there's no glam at all. Not even her makeup, hair, nothing.
She has no jewelry.
Nothing. It's just she's not that girl for that.
I'm sorry. I agree, Antonio. I think Melissa looks nice, but yeah. Sammy.
These are actually my two favorites, but out of all of them, even as simple as Melissa looks, for me, she was the best one on all of them for this reunion.
Y'all ain't got no taste.
Okay. Come on, Sammy. Okay, all right. Not Sammy and Antonio agreeing. What in the world? What's in the water? Okay, so let's get to our other brawling divas, Miss Marge and Teresa. Go ahead, Demetrio, because I know you've ready to say something.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I mean, they both were cute. I mean, I like Teresa's a little bit better than Marge, but I don't like Marge hair.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. I don't like either one of these looks. Marge's would have looked good with a different hairdo, but I'm not a fan of this. I guess Teresa thought she was still in Nashville. I don't like this look either.
It's ill-fitting.
She thought she was what?
Still in Nashville.
That looks like the reunion background.
Yeah, I expect more from her.
Yeah.
I want to know why it is more bedazzled on top and then the legs is just stretch fabric. Like it's ill-fitting. It like she did all of that work to build her body and then she's just covered it up in a loose-fitting jumpsuit.
They ran out of stones or whatever the little miracle.
Ran out of jewels.
She needed a high ponytail or something for that look too.
There was a drag race runway a couple weeks ago. This would have been great.
Yes,
nobody on their runway actually had mirrors, but this would have been great. Personally, I don't really care for either one of them. I would choose.
Marge's hair is a mess.
It's so flat.
This hair is just so flat and just bleached.
She really looks like a trout.
I would have rather have put the damn pigtails in her head than came out.
I would, the pigtails might have been cute. Some high pigtails.
The dress is pretty though.
The dress is really
last and least, Tracy.
Oh, don't do that. Y'all stop that.
Tracy's hair looks nice.
But
I can't see the dress because
thank God.
One is not much going on with the dress, but from what you see based off the hair cover, it's just.
She just drowned and she drowned in the dress. She drowned in the hair.
Drowned in the hair.
Okay. She looked a damn fool.
When Jamie shared this picture, Nalene, I said she looks nice. I take that back immediately and expeditiously.
She looked better sitting down.
She looks like a match. Horrible. Like a match after it burns.
A burnt match.
Very basic, like, very plain.
Sarah Jessica Parker and Hocus Pocus. She looked like her right now. She giving me Hocus Pocus.
I can definitely see that. So if just everybody started with you, Jamie, and go around, who is your best dressed person?
Ooh, everybody had a miss, but I would say Jen.
Okay, Danny.
Jen.
Sammy.
Melissa.
Demetrio.
None of them, but some of them were cute, but none of them.
Well, I'm gonna say Melissa because that's what I like. Just saying. But Jen did look good. She got the feathers thing right, and she needs to teach. What's her name from Salt Lake City how to do feathers? Because
crying.
That was just bad.
Crying.
Nushka said Melissa is performing at the Grammys.
What Grammys is that?
She mean BravoCon. Melissa would be at BravoCon on display.
She meant Granny's.
At her granny's house.
Not the Granny's. I'm dead.
So the thing is, Melissa doesn't look bad. She just doesn't look remarkable.
Yeah.
She's just like, she borrowed that dress from Antonia.
TKC said,
God.
Why is the mistress there? I'm talking about Tracy.
Hello, TKC. Hello, TKC.
Not the Latin awards, more so.
We're not gonna bring my people in it.
Okay, so let's get into tonight's episode. Last week's episode didn't really give us a lot. The husbands kind of like made up or whatever. That's how it ended, right? From what I remember. And this week they announced the Nashville trip last week. Dolores is the host. which comes up later. And the first glimpse we get is Trey moving into the new home. So she goes over, she's with the girls and looking at the house with Louis. And Louis surprises her with this, what was it, like a engraved like mat almost? What was it? What was it actually?
It was a brick.
A
stone, yeah.
Okay, well,
engraved.
He did that for her, and he said he did it because he wanted her to feel like it was also her home. You know, it's going to be her daughters, and his youngest daughter is going to stay there, right? Not his
youngest son.
Youngest son. My bad. So I mean, that was nice.
That older son looked a little sketchy.
He did look like he would shoot up a school, but that's just me. I don't know. I was just like,
tell the truth, the little one looked like he'd do the same.
They both look like they. I don't know.
Well, Louis do too.
Okay.
Oh,
Louis looks like he already has. The only thing I thought about
God.
whenever I saw the brick was I could hear Marlo's voice talking about Portia's doormat. Like it was too small. It was too small. Could have been bigger.
It could have been bigger, but I'm sure that was just a nice little penny because
it was in a random spot. They go outside halfway around the block and it's just there. I'm like, you ain't gonna put it in the front or like on a step or nothing. You have to search for it.
Yeah,
that man always miss.
That's what she tried.
It's just like another forced. Like I just don't get much genuine from Louis. It seems like another forced thing.
Yeah. I think he tries. God bless him.
Okay,
it's a swing and a miss, except when he's hitting his ex-wife.
But he doesn't have to try hard. The bar is very low with what he's used to.
That's very true.
Try hard.
Demetrio, you have any thoughts on this engraved ground piece, tombstone, whatever?
I mean, I agree with Jamie.
You agree with that? Is that it
with
was
Jamie? Like, you could have been a little bigger. Yeah, put a little bit more, just a tad bit more of an effort. But I honestly think Teresa is. I mean, I don't know. Like, I feel like Teresa is like in love, but I'm gonna save that for later.
Okay. Do you? So I mean, I just hope that this is not the example of what he's gonna be given. Because I mean, she needs a little more, and Teresa needs a little more TLC. I'm just saying, based off her last marriage, and she just needs a little bit more. So hopefully that he brings a little more bang. In my opinion,
wasn't it 3 weeks ago that he gave that weird
that boat thing,
engraved boat thing on the boat,
Dead
Sea Scroll, Dead Sea Scroll.
I don't know.
Yeah.
He giving me Greek god or something. Like, is he Greek or something? What is going on? Everything.
Like I said, I feel like Teresa is like, I really feel like she's very happy. Just from seeing her on her interviews and on Instagram, and even on the show, like, minus the drama that's been going on. I feel like, as far as she is concerned, I feel like she is like in a happy, bubbly place. I feel like she's newly in love. And I do feel like that as far as she goes. Like I said about Louis, I really don't know if it's genuine or not. I can't really tell. So I'll give it another season to make that determination. But as far as she is concerned, Teresa looks very, very happy. Like she's in a good place for once in her life, considering all the consistent chaos that she has been through, which is why I really believe that she honestly don't even give a damn about what Marge is doing. I just really think she really just want Margaret to say I'm fucking with you because of the shit you've done in the past, and I really don't like you. And I feel like if she said that to Teresa maybe would let it go. I feel like maybe, but because Margaret is trying to play this helpless victim card and this innocent fawn in the woods that has been hurt and waiting to be rescued for victim Margaret, that's why Teresa is holding on to it in the way she is, because of that. I genuinely feel like she's in a happy, good place. Like I said, she probably didn't even care about what none of them hoes was probably had going on. She probably wanted them to come after each other and her just be there. But because Margaret wants to talk about Louis every damn episode and every chance that she gets, she's pulling Teresa out of her bag.
So you don't think that? So you saying that Teresa is not bothered by Marge?
No, I'm not saying that she's not bothered. What I'm saying is that I feel like had Marge not said anything about Louis at all, she could give a damn about Marge. I don't even think I don't think she really cared about what none of them had going on, because she's in a good place for the first time in her life, considering, these past years has been consistent drama for her. So I just feel like she was in a good place this year, and I feel like she kind of wanted the other girls to go after each other, and she just be there for once. But Margaret pulled out her bag by consistently bringing up Louis every chance she got, and then what she did
Y'all
to
must
Jen
be watching
too,
a
that
different
didn't help.
show.
Yeah, I don't know.
Y'all must be
No.
watching a completely different show.
Hold on,
Margaret's
let's hear someone else. So, does anyone think differently of that?
Well, yeah, 'cause she's definitely bothered by Marge.
She's definitely bothered by Marge.
Marge
She's
has
been
gotten
bothered by
under
Marge
Teresa.
for 3 years.
Marge has gotten.
Yeah, I know. I
Teresa's
wasn't saying that she wasn't bothered, but I'm just saying, like,
Okay.
No,
I feel like she was in a happy
Marge
place and
has
she
gotten-
could have done without it.
Marge has gotten under Teresa's skin like nobody has in a long time.
They haven't been right ever since the Danielle situation. Ever since it came out that Teresa told Danielle to do that.
Because
they've just been.
I mean, technically, Teresa did not tell her to do that.
No,
she
but
is. She just
Teresa knows Teresa knows that whole Marge is asking out of concern thing is BS, because you ask once out of concern. If you see it bother and offend somebody, you let it go. After that, it's no longer out of concern. You're poking the bear. You're doing it on purpose.
Yeah. And the fact that every time we see Marge, it's Teresa and Louis, Teresa and Louis, Teresa and Louis. It's like at this point, Marge.
Exactly.
Well,
she told her to shut up.
Teresa's done the exact same thing.
Yes, she has.
Teresa has done that every year. Every single year, Teresa has done this, and Teresa has a pattern of not being able. And Teresa has a pattern of not being able to take what she dishes.
Yes, she does.
Teresa is perfectly happy.
It's not even. It's really not even about that. It's the. No, finish.
Well, Marge is a bitch. Marge, you fuck with Marge. Marge is going to continue to pick the fuck at you. She said it. We've said it multiple times. She is doing this right now because she sees how much of a rise she's getting out of Teresa.
Exactly.
Now, she's not playing no victim. She's just saying, girl, at this point, you're doing my job for me, because Teresa, the last 7, 8, 9 episodes, has brought Louis up more than
Margaret is definitely playing the innocent. She's definitely playing the innocent card.
I do think that Marge is playing a little bit of the victim, because for her the whole how she said tonight is, I've always had her back. No, you've been passively aggressive.
Girl, bye. And then they gonna show that little one clip.
But no,
Marge had Teresa's back until
last season. Let's circle back. Because I want to talk about the victim thing. So as they're getting ready for the trip, you have a couple conversations going on. Trey is talking about how Marge has been coming at her, right? Mm-hmm. Then you got Marge talking to she's talking to Joe on how she's surprised, that the way that Teresa's been coming at her. And that's why I think that's another instance of where she's playing a victim. I'm just like, you kind of been, regardless of whether it's right or wrong to you, you've been poking at this lady's relationship in whether it's been intentional or whatever. She's been poking, so she is playing victim. But one comment, did y'all catch Melissa when she said, I don't understand why Teresa is being to all my friends? And I was like, Melissa, are you serious?
But is the reason why I want Marge to keep getting it from Teresa is because we're on episode 12?
Yeah.
So on the very first episode, Teresa said Louis is not going to address anything on the video. Leave it alone. That was episode 1. Here we are, episode 12, and Marge is still at it.
Yeah,
and that's
not out of concern anymore. That's not out of concern anymore. You're being messy now.
Well, but other stuff has come out
old
since
ass
then.
bitch.
But that's the name of the game. I think it's laughable.
The name of the game is you get stuff thrown at you like you did.
Yeah, but
it's just like
I said, the last 8 or 9 episodes, Marge hasn't even. Teresa is doing Marge's job for her. Teresa has consistently brought up all of this stuff. Marge, after her and Teresa, whatever, Marge ain't even got to say anything anymore. Teresa's running with it and bringing it up.
Had Marge, even when Teresa's not there, Marge talks about Teresa. Marge talks about Teresa and everyone.
Not about Louis. Not about Louis. Marge hasn't uttered Louis' name.
But let me ask y'all this. So it was a point where it kind of died down. The point in which I feel like it kind of died down was when Marge and Jen
Chase,
up, right? Yeah. And so at the event, the treetop event, Marge brought it back around because she felt like Teresa was deflecting and basically projecting her situation, trying to turn it around, get the eyes off her situation. Do you think that made, because I honestly feel like, I don't know, Marge was talking about it, but it's like she kind of had moved on to spilling the beans about Jen's possible divorce. And then once Teresa started to fight back at the treetop, then Marge kind of came back at it. You know what I'm saying? With you just want everybody to look at your situation, because I feel like it might have did it. It might have did it, but in that moment, it kind of started back up.
It wouldn't have did it.
Teresa came back specifically said, "I'm going after her." Like, Teresa came in hot. Margaret, at that point,
but even had Teresa not did that, Margaret would have still been on the same notion, because Teresa really has not really addressed anything, and Margaret is a messy old ass bitch, and she's nosy, and she wants to know that.
You're talking about hypotheticals.
Teresa had not had her chance to let Marge know how she felt yet. She had
exactly.
Yeah,
I wish that Teresa.
And so what?
Hold on one second. I wish Teresa would have started to retaliate and kind of fight back a little earlier. You know what I'm saying? Because now it does look like she's kind of like poking at Marge, which we all know is definitely deserved, because Marge did all this stuff at the beginning. But it's like she waited a time and then she started just going and going and going, and now she's.
But that goes back to my earlier point.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
I said, but that goes back to my earlier point. What I was saying, Teresa is in a happy, bubbly place for the first time. She probably did not care about what Marge had going on, but Marge consistently, with her insufferable Brooke Logan ass, consistently talked about it over and over and over again, to where she finally just like, okay, bitch, since you want to go here, we can go here. And I don't blame her.
We just got done saying, Cortez literally just got done saying at that point, when Teresa decided to finally talk about it, the situation was dead. Marge had moved on.
But you can't tell somebody when they can address
it wasn't the situation where Teresa got upset because Tiki was asking Louis all those questions. That's what Teresa said. You know what? Now I'm about to do y'all. That's what.
That too.
The blame Tracy. It's her fault. We could have been done with this.
Yeah, really. I mean, really, maybe it should be on Tracy, but I do feel like it was dead. I do feel like it was kind of like Marge kind of like backed up a little bit, but then it kind of came back, you know, because
Marge would have brought it up again.
She would have.
Exactly.
Maybe
Marge would have brought it up again.
Marge,
we don't know.
We're speaking in hypotheticals, but
what else is Marge going to talk about?
Margaret's storyline is the same thing every year. She picks on the people that she does not like, aka Teresa and Jennifer. When Danielle was in there. When was it Figgy or Jacqueline, one of them, she didn't like them, so she came after that to Margaret's MO every single season. She has nothing going on in her boring, old, miserable life.
Yeah, and if it hadn't been for her, what'd be going on this season? Not a damn thing.
I'm sure something else would have been going on.
Nothing happened.
People make those comments like that. What else would be going on? But trust me, there will be something else going on. They would find something else.
Something going on besides Margaret talking about Teresa for 13 episodes.
If it wasn't Teresa and Louis, then Marge would have went with Jennifer and Bill. They was going either one, Teresa or Jennifer.
But see, Jennifer is smart. Jennifer deaded that shit. Like we said in the group chat, Jennifer did not want to get into that this year at all. Jennifer deaded that shit, because with people like Marge, the more that you go at them, they're going to take that and they're going to make you look stupid. The more, because she made Jen look stupid last year, she made Danielle look stupid the year before, and
but
now it's Teresa's turn to look stupid.
And Marge,
I don't think so.
Marge has always looked stupid. She didn't make Jen look stupid last year.
Marge is smart. That bitch.
Okay. So basically we're gonna go into where the trip actually started. So within the actual trip, you know, typical fashion of the girls' trip, we talk about this all the time. The women always fighting over the room, but they really didn't fight. I mean, Teresa said she wanted the master. They said everyone should pull out the hat. I feel like Teresa did end up getting the master, right? I think it was the master, which, I mean, whatever. Sure, she got it. She got the Louis. She's going through the most stuff right now. Now, where it all turns left is that Teresa goes over to Jackie, and she's basically like, you know, there's this blogger. Just think about who gets all this tea. You know, every time this particular blogger comes out, it comes from one person. It comes from Marge. And at first, it's like it took a while for Jackie to catch on to it or whatever. And then when she finally caught on to it, she was like, "Oh no, girl, go back to your love bubble with your conspiracy theories and blah blah blah." Now, what do you think? I guess start with you, Sammy. What do you think was her intention with going to Jackie with it, especially considering their history? And how you really would think that Teresa would be talking to Jackie, trying to possibly put a bug in her ear, because Jackie has shown she's very loyal to Marge. That's just not changing. I was surprised she did that.
I think that could have went one or two ways. I think Teresa was going in to pick at Jackie again because her first question was, "And what's been up with you? You've been real, like you were quiet, you were distant with me." Mm-hmm. So I think had Jackie said the wrong thing, Teresa was going to attack Jackie. So it could have went either way. But it made sense. Like, if you do think about it, we keep hearing about Louis. Granted, I'm sure they all have access to the same information, but Marge is the only one bringing it around for it to become conversation. So I think that's what Teresa's trying to say. Like, regardless of what we're hearing, Marge is the only one making it a topic between all of us. And I mean, just like Teresa asked Jackie, you claim to be smart, like whether that's your friend or not. You get what this girl is saying. Like it's Marge. It could be true, it could be false, but it would not be a conversation if Marge did not bring it up. And that's what Teresa's whole point is.
Yeah. Danny?
I actually think that Jackie did exactly what Teresa wanted her to do. I really think Teresa wanted Jackie to go bring it. Teresa wanted to argue with Marge.
Absolutely.
Teresa wanted to argue with Marge. She knew Jackie was going to bring it to her, and she wanted. It didn't work out how she wanted. She wanted Marge to pick at her first so that she could attack, but she ended up just having to bring it up because Marge didn't,
take the bait.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Marge
that's where Marge is playing chess. That's where Marge is playing chess. Like Marge is sneaky as fuck. Marge reminds me a lot of Danielle because Danielle did this exact same shit where she goes and plants things and she does all her dirty work behind the scenes and would get Teresa out of fucking control, and Danielle gets off scot-free. So Marge ain't stupid. Teresa's getting hit to her, but that lady gets under Teresa's skin bad.
And another reason why I say Marge is playing victim, because before they even left the house, she pulled, was it Tracy? It was Jackie. She pulled to the side. I was like, we need to address Teresa. How'd you think the conversation was going to go, given the context of everything that was already taking place? So Marge went in there to pick. She just did not expect for Teresa to explode in the way she did. That's why I don't feel bad for Marge, based on tonight's episode.
Oh, I don't feel bad for Marge.
Yeah,
that's what I was just going to say. The fact of business is, honey, that Marge is the bad guy in this movie, honey. She is the bad guy, and that's just simple as that. Like, it really wouldn't have mattered whether Marge had picked at Teresa or Teresa picked at Marge. That was going to happen, regardless of who started. It really didn't even matter. I don't even think Teresa cared who picked with who first, because she was gonna do it. Like, I'm sure she probably said that, like, okay, Marge ain't saying shit, so let me go ahead and get it popping. Marge, you know everybody, so it really didn't matter. And Marge happily deserved all of that.
I agree. I hate to say this, but I agree with Chase in his little comment. Jackie, she was very whack to me tonight. Her whole stance was, these people know they are. First, what she said about Teresa, Teresa's been she's been very vicious to me, so I've been scared to say anything. And then now it's, well, Marge knows everybody, so you don't want to be on Marge's bad. So it's like, Jackie, what did the balls at the first season? Where did they go?
I just kind of agree with Cortez too, when he's, Jackie's reaction when she laughed it off when Teresa was making that point about Marge always bringing the drama, and Jackie knew it was truth to that. That's why she tried to say, go back to your love boat. Mm-hmm. She laughed it off nervously and was deflecting herself.
Yeah, she just didn't want to say it because she don't want Marge to come after her for any reason necessary.
Well, Marge has been the villain for the last 2 or 3 seasons. Marge has taken over for Teresa's role. Teresa was always the villain, always doing what needed to be done to keep the ratings. We've all said that Teresa's checked out at this point. She may be checked back in for now, but Marge is doing what needs to be done.
Yes, TKC.
She's doing what needs to be done.
I'll get you in the chat.
I agree with TKC.
This is a question from Antonio. Do y'all think that the Evan cheating rumor came from Marge?
I think it
came from Joe.
I've been saying
it came from Marge.
I've been saying it the whole time.
I was in the house with all these women, and this is what they were talking about. It just all of a sudden he forgot he said that when it became a big deal. It absolutely came from Marge. Marge knows everything and everybody. That's why they tiptoe around her.
We've said this. Like, obviously, it's a small town, and they've said multiple times that it was being passed around town. Like, there were multiple people talking about it. All of those women heard that rumor. All of those women have probably talked about it. It was Teresa, though, that brought it on camera. So the same way y'all are going at Marge for pulling up this Louis stuff. Teresa's the one that brought that shit to camera because all them women, all that
and as I have said,
we're not bringing this up. So it's cute that y'all are giving Teresa a pass for bringing it on camera, but Marge is the best.
No one's giving her a pass. No one's giving her a pass. It's just it was last season. Ain't nobody giving her the pass.
What's wrong last season?
Antonio said
Teresa was absolutely wrong.
Marge is playing Connect Four, not chess.
Well, she's winning either way.
No one's giving Teresa a pass on anything. We are just saying the obvious that was last year, and we're talking about right now. And right now, who is the bad guy? Margaret. She's the old Missy.
My last take on this is the difference between both of those situations was Teresa and Jackie. They were not. I mean, they were enemies. They didn't care for one another. Marge and Teresa had some type of something. So, what is Marge's purpose? Yeah. And then also, last year, last season, Teresa pulled back after a while. She didn't keep on going. She apologized to Evan, and they moved on. Marge has been with this since episode 1. Like
Teresa pulled back because nobody was on her side. Teresa pulled back because nobody was on her side last year.
It wasn't even because of that. I just think she probably didn't care about Jackie that much to feud with her the entire season because Jackie is irrelevant. Simple.
Well, Jackie got under her skin last year too with the Coke comment. Teresa,
got beat up.
It was her daughter, of course. It was a daughter. It was about her daughter.
For Teresa not being bothered by people, she's sure bothered by people.
She bothered by Jackie.
Let's be very clear. Teresa
no one said that she wasn't.
Well, I was going to say Teresa is not unbothered. She is not an unbothered individual. She be bothered.
She be very bothered.
We're gonna move to the next segment, but she definitely be bothered.
She bothered.
So we can talk about they had the little bull riding scene. First of all, I hate bull riding. It's very painful.
Yeah.
But I will say shout out to Tiki for doing
honey, because he rode the longest
like that. But did y'all catch Jen's comment where she mistakenly said she wanted to ride?
Mistake.
I said, come on, almost divorced Jen. She read it.
1 foot out the door, Jen.
Right. Almost out the door. Okay, so dinner happened.
Hold on, wait. Can I ask a question?
Go ahead.
Didn't Frank move in with Dolores this episode? Or was that last episode?
This was last.
It wasn't this one.
I think it was last.
They literally showed Frank moving in. They were talking about the chinchilla.
In this episode?
Yes.
What part was this?
When he moved in.
But I'm saying,
like, I don't know. It was like right in the middle.
Let me ask this. Is something you like to talk about in that scene, Demisio? Because I don't.
Okay.
Exactly.
I mean, I was just asking.
All right.
Poor
so
Dolores.
The next scene, they're at dinner.
I just like Frank. That's all.
You said what now?
He just
I just think Frank is hot, so that's all.
So you want to talk? You think he's hot? So you want to talk about them moving in?
I mean, we didn't necessarily have to talk about it. I was really just asking a question.
Oh, okay. But yeah, I don't. It's not relevant to this right now, obviously, because we got bigger things to talk about right now. And at this dinner, it kind of get a little shaky at first because they're asking to go like karaoke, I believe, and Marge and Teresa's like, listen, you can go do that singing shit with her. I don't want to go. And I'm like, oh shit, she's starting.
There we go. She's getting it. She's starting.
She's starting. And so, it gets to a point to where they're talking about this, and Teresa is basically like, Margaret knows everybody. You know everybody. And so this is the point where they start talking about this speculation.
What she say, Tom, Dick, and Harry?
Huh?
I was like, what she say? Tom, Dick, and Harry? Ain't that what she said?
Right. So she insinuates she knows everybody. She basically says that she tells Marge to her face she's the reason to all the rumors, and Marge is offended. Marge calls her a disgusting, a sick liar, and then there's drinks and stuff thrown all over the damn table. Now, personally, I'm gonna say this: I thought Teresa said this scene was much better than the table flipping scene. It really wasn't. And I'm just gonna say, what I noticed is that when she did throw that, she kind of stepped back a little bit, like she was trying to get away.
Louis got up out of there. Louis got the fuck up out of there.
Trying to get away too. So I was a little shocked. I thought Teresa would have just charged at her maybe completely, but she kind of threw it and kind of got back. But that's just what I saw. But this whole situation, it turns into a moment to where everybody is kind of against Teresa. even Dolores, who's trying to be on her side, she in the end comes and says that she wishes she had held her composure. So I wanted to hear y'all thoughts on this and just to know, like, do you think that Teresa was in the wrong? I mean, do you think it was warranted in the moment? I've seen a lot of comments. People say like the only reason why they're defending Teresa is because of what Marge did to Danielle and, with the water. There's a lot of different justifications, but I want to hear y'all thoughts on it. Do you think it was justified, warranted, or not in this moment?
I thought it was cringy.
Are we going? It was forced.
I loved every single second of it. I loved it all.
Well, we're 13 seasons in. At some point, you expect on Housewives of Jersey for Teresa to act a goddamn fool and embarrass everybody at the table. So it's like clockwork at this point. Marge, I will say, is a fucking gaslighter because the way that she condescendingly speaks to Teresa and knows that Teresa does not like being felt like she's stupid. Marge talks to Teresa like she's stupid, and that's what got her. And she lost her shit. So, I mean,
I don't feel bad for Margaret though because of that. What TKC said, Margaret has been in the past, so why should I feel any type of bad for her?
Hey, Sammy.
I get Teresa's frustration. She has every right to be extremely frustrated. I would be too, but I think she did overreact. I think if she was going to pounce off of something, it would have been back out when they were hiking or whatever Tracy had them out there doing. She overreacted, but I guess it was a build-up. It was a build-up, but I also cannot them being there with her, filming her, knowing her, they had to know that something was going to pop off. Especially with Marge, the way Marge was speaking to her, like Jamie said, like they had to know something was going to pop off. What I didn't like was Marge being such a hypocrite, saying how she was what did she say? She was declassing them or something. And you threw a whole drink on the girl in the boutique.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And threw wine on her before that. She threw wine on her before that. So it was just like
those were all at private events with no other people around.
Right.
So I think
God.
Lisa,
but it was filmed for millions of people to watch. So same thing.
Go ahead, Danny.
No, I think Teresa, I said this when it was just me, you, and Jamie waiting for Sammy and Demisio that Marge stuck Teresa. Like when she called her an evil, disgusting liar, Teresa was at a loss for words and couldn't think of nothing else to do but throw it. Teresa had no comeback.
When she said that, it's like her mind went.
Bitch, did you just?
I can see the light bulbs is going.
Yes, I definitely agree.
Someone said in the chat, Teresa's slow. She very much is. She operates on a 3-second delay.
Hey,
you know what? She caught up quick.
I honestly don't even.
Right, you know.
What she got going though, it wasn't no stopping her. She caught her white trash for 30 hours.
She definitely got a white trash. And Melissa's like,
and y'all know what?
Melissa was like, "We're in Nashville. Read the room. We're everybody white trash."
That was she called.
Marge had made the comment saying that if it wouldn't be Teresa wouldn't be overreacting if it wasn't true. When Danielle was saying whatever she was saying about her and her husband, why don't y'all push that man in the pool? And, I mean, y'all overreacted, so that means there was some truth to that. Marge just came off as a big hypocrite to me tonight, and I hated to see her in that light.
Yeah,
I wasn't. No, you did not.
I mean, I've always saw Margaret for the hypocrite that she was, and I was enjoying. Like I said, I enjoyed every single second of it. Teresa took me out when she called her a white trash whore. I was dying.
I can't stand Margaret, but I do not want her to leave the show.
No, absolutely not.
She makes the girls work for their paycheck every damn episode.
But she had Teresa hide, honey.
What type of coping mechanism was Joe telling Teresa, "Come on, let's go get a drink"? That's not going to calm this girl down
at all, Joe.
That's why she went back.
But I was pleased that her brother went with her.
Melissa too.
Yeah.
It was.
You're right. That was very surprising.
So in the moment with Teresa, Joe did go with her. Melissa, I'm so tired of Melissa stating. She constantly keeps stating that she's gonna do this because she doesn't want Teresa to get mad. Basically, she don't want to lower the question. I hate that she has to keep stating it because it's just like, girl, we're watching the show. We know that you just really don't really care for her like that. but she keeps stating it.
And
but
vice versa.
Dolores, was like, I'm gonna go with her. I'm gonna go with her. Frank is like, no, you're not. We're the hosts. And Marge didn't want her to go either. I thought Marge and Dolores gonna get into it. Like they gonna get into it too because Marge was very much so blocking Dolores, trying not to let her go. And Dolores
she straight up told her no.
Now, do y'all think it's true that Dolores has more loyalty for Teresa than others? Because
they've known each other for decades.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
So in that moment, I didn't like Marge in that moment. Like, one, you're pushing 60. We're all in our late 50s, 60s. You're not about to sit up there and tell me if you go with that person, you're gonna make me very upset. I'm like, girl, you were running your mouth. It caught up with you. So whatever. Let me go talk to this girl because she's also my friend.
Move your old ass out the way.
You are my friend too. Like we're not picking sides if you're on my side. Now, if she had busted your face open with the glass, then yeah, I could probably understand where you'd want, your friends there. But she threw some water. Tracy got the brunt of it.
Tracy was hysterical. Hold on, but did y'all see Tracy was
okay? So at first, Tracy didn't move, and if you saw at the end of the table, did y'all see Bill when everybody was throwing? Bill was cutting his meat, and he said.
But he was just like this.
Bill was happy he wanted his ass on the line this time. He said, "Him and Jen are out of the fire. We finna enjoy this."
Cortez, I think Dolores, it's a combination of loyalty to Teresa, but I think she also doesn't want to cross Teresa. I really feel like Teresa is the only reason Dolores keeps getting invited back to the show. Dolores doesn't really bring much.
Giselle and Robin.
She wasn't invited to the wedding. Wait, she's not in the wedding.
Yeah, I just think there's a combination there. There is the friendship there, but I think at the end of the day, she just doesn't want to cross her. She wants to stay on the show.
Well, I mean, that's also her personality. Dolores really is never going to cross people. She only got into it with Jackie because she really doesn't consider Jackie that close of a friend. Like, I just met you last year, little girl. So
Jasmine says Team Caroline.
First of all,
thank you, Jasmine. Thank you. Because let's be honest, if Caroline was still on the show, Teresa would still be gagged and shaking in her boots. Caroline is the queen.
Caroline definitely used to
the reason Dolores not that wedding. Dolores took her ass to Los Angeles.
Caroline can't be the queen. Not back.
Teresa said nope.
Caroline can't be the queen. She's not back.
That is funny.
I just want to say this. I was definitely the black people in the background sitting at the bar. Did y'all see the one that they turned around? That was like, what the fuck is going on? They turned around like, what the hell? It was the black people in the background with me. Like,
speaking of black people, Dolores' confessional look tonight. That was Black Dolores. That was Black Dolores, and the bitch looked good. I love it.
Dolores did look good. She looked really good.
When
she said,
I agree with that.
No, the other one when she had the little.
Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on. Why TKC says, "Girl, nobody care about Teresa Wildback," but he actually meant Caroline. Dang, TKC, you switched up on Teresa already.
This is what happens when you talk shit, TKC.
This is the only comment I see. I don't see
get your people mixed up.
Wait, Caroline got skinny now.
Huh?
Caroline got a little skinny now, so
I wouldn't mind Caroline making a comeback.
I wouldn't mind either, actually.
Me neither.
Then Marge got to go. I can't do them both now.
Your blood pressure a little.
Yeah.
That's what we need. And bring what's her name back? She could be Caroline.
Yeah,
Jacqueline.
Ooh. Oh, that would actually be very good, but that would be insufferable because, like I said, Marge by herself is very Brooke Logan. So to have Caroline there and her and Teresa very much still really don't fucking like each other. I wouldn't be able to take that either. And Jacqueline is irritating as well, but I would love to see her and Melissa.
Okay.
Because have Jacqueline and Melissa, did they ever make up?
Who? Well, I don't know what's going on with Melissa and Jacqueline actually.
They hated each other since
outside
the last
season. I don't know what you got going on, child.
Melissa ain't even gonna be there.
Who? Melissa? Well, I mean, speculation. They said Joe threatened to leave the show, so if Joe leave, I know Melissa leaves. I hope. She can't stay by herself.
Joe ain't going.
Okay, they need that check.
You heard what Gia told him. He liked to make a scene. He not leaving them cameras. Joe ain't going nowhere.
I can't wait to see how that plays out with this whole argument thing with what's going on, especially with Joe. I want to see him break down because he's such a housewife. I want to see him like Nene at season 7 when she was like, "My mama never raised me." She was crying. I want to see her break down like that.
She was at that reunion, like, oh,
shaking
I want to hear Joe say, "Support me."
Very much so. I want to hear him say that. I want to hear beg for people to come to his aid. But yeah, so
okay, but this is the thing. I don't.
Hold on one second, MCL. So then after that, it ends out with Dolores, and everybody at the table. They did get up. They did end up getting their food, which I was surprised. They must have gotten to the table, and I was like, damn, they still eating at this, hope not the same table. It was, Marge with the red sleeve for me. I'm like, this girl stick. I would have went home because first of all, it wasn't that red, but it was red enough.
Okay.
To where it was on white, and I was like, she's still over here talking. But I do like that, they did leave with her. Teresa did try to go back upstairs. I don't know what was going on with that. Y'all see Melissa fall down the street.
The security guard running in front of her, like letting her go up. So it just seemed,
it was like they were in separate rooms. You see Marge over here and then Teresa's over here. Do y'all think Teresa's trying to fight her or like? Cause she was like basically she wanted to fuck her up. Like it was.
She said, if I go back up there, I'm gonna whip that white trash bitch ass. That's what she said.
That's Marge said, I am not scared of Teresa, and honestly, I don't think Marge is scared of her.
I believe it.
Marge ain't scared at all.
I don't think she's scared of her. And she didn't get as hysterical as she did.
But I do believe Teresa will whoop Marge ass.
Yeah, but Marge ain't scared. She gonna take that ass whoop.
Yeah, I was gonna say she didn't. I noticed that Marge didn't get as hysterical as she did with the situation with Danielle. I feel like she didn't get, because in that moment she became a real victim. In this moment, she was just saying like, "Keep her away from me," but she wasn't scared. I don't know. I didn't get.
And she was saying, "Keep her away from me." It wasn't like, "Get her away, get away." She was like, "Bitch, get her the fuck away from me."
Because when Teresa, if y'all see how Marge got up, like Marge looked like she was finna charge.
Marge did. Like she really got up.
Yeah. She was scared of that girl.
The scariest person was really Louis.
Jamie.
Louis got up and ran.
Yes, he looked terrified. He looked terrified
at the restaurant like Kyle did, and
Beverly Hills. All them rumors about him beating up his wife, it didn't happen. The way that man ran out of there.
He could have PTSD from her throwing dishes and shit. Who knows?
Look,
I don't know. You know what I feel like now? I feel like he's scared of Teresa.
Yeah.
He didn't really have her back. He gave very much so like, I wish you would have did that. And I don't think that's the right thing he should have said to her, especially like your partner. Like, I get it, but let's wait till the moment dies down to talk logical. Because right now I'm mad.
I mean, not necessarily.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say she's defending him. Like, I don't think he should have said that either to her. She's defending him.
Yeah, very much so. It makes her look like, damn, what the hell am I doing all this for? If I'm trying to
but the thing is, he asked her 10 episodes ago not to do that. Like, he obviously does not give a shit. He doesn't care. Yeah. He's like, it's whatever. Like, he is unbothered. Teresa is the one that's bothered by it. Yeah, he don't give a shit.
I don't think nothing was necessarily wrong with him saying, like, maybe you shouldn't have done that. Like, I just, maybe he would have said a little bit more. Then maybe I was like, you probably should have said that. But him just saying, like, girl, you should have just kind of held it together a little bit more. I don't see nothing wrong with it.
Because him and Dolores had the same mindset. And I can't say I appreciated Dolores tonight, because these last few episodes, Dolores had been kind of not misstepping, but I've been giving her the side out. But for her tonight to tell Marge, you can feel that way, but you clearly keep telling her this and she's not receiving it well. At this point, you're just picking. So I was glad that Dolores kind of actually had Teresa's back. And she mentioned, like, I wish she did that.
Marge do that.
I was reading
Chase's comment.
Okay.
I will say Sammy, I'm looking forward.
Sammy, you were saying something. What was you finishing saying?
About Dolores?
At the end just now.
I'm just glad that she kind of had Teresa's back. Like, she was telling Marge that you can feel the way, but stop telling it to her, because she clearly is not receiving it well.
Yeah.
But then she also mentioned, I wish she wouldn't have done that. And I didn't see any problem with her saying that, because I wish she wouldn't have done it. But I'm glad that she told Marge, you kind of just been poking the bear. So you got what you got.
Yeah.
I do fuck with Dolores because of that simple reason. Because that's just like when the whole Jen and Melissa thing happened. She told Melissa, like, "Girl, you walk on, you can't be walking up on people like that. That's just. I mean, you gotta call a spade, no matter who you fuck with or whatever. Like, right is right and wrong is wrong. And Marge has been fucking with Teresa, so it's just like you really. I mean, you can be mad, but you can't be mad because it's just like if you would have shut the fuck up a long time ago, then maybe you wouldn't be filled with whatever the hell they was drinking. Maybe your damn white suit, whatever the hell she had on, it wouldn't be red right now. If you would have just shut up a long time ago. But no, you want to be a messy ass bitch because you don't like nobody and you don't have a storyline going on. So you picked with her and now you got what you got. And you can't be mad at Teresa. You can't be mad.
Did y'all hear Marge say she didn't want to sit in the puddle? It's like, girl, you are the puddle. The drink is the drink is on you. You are the puddle. You need to go home and change. And you don't
it was two throws. It's like she said, like she threw one. It was like, oh,
and she went back and pushed it to
let
make
me do
sure
another one. Right. It was a lot.
Yeah. Like, the first one didn't land.
Well, it was actually like the first one went over there to where Jordan was at. But the second one, it went on across the table.
Yeah. I mean,
they kind of slowed it down a little bit.
It wasn't Lisa Nicole to Quad, but I mean, it was cool.
What about your lesbian?
I was watching that the other day, and that scene was like I had just started all over again. I died laughing.
Okay.
I will say I'm interested to see the think pieces from the fans tomorrow. About the violence that Teresa continuously finds herself in, because they sure had a lot to say when Monique and what's old girl were doing it. They had a lot to say about a lot of other folks.
Well, I mean, she didn't attack Marge down. That was a little different.
Well, I cheered Monique. I cheered Monique. I'm cheering Teresa.
They're not gonna say anything.
Danny said I'm keeping that energy.
They're gonna just act like it didn't even happen, like it was okay. I mean,
listen, Teresa didn't toss Andy back into his seat. Teresa, she good. She ain't getting no kind of backlash from Bravo or nobody else. Andy was Monique on too, Danny. Andy's the one who hyped it up. Andy was the one telling us she had the biggest blow up and it was better than this. Andy hyped it up, so.
Interesting. That's very interesting. There was no Bravo doesn't condone nothing. Nothing.
Okay.
Nothing.
So we're gonna go ahead and allow a few callers in today. I think we have said everything we need to say right now. So I want to hear from anyone, people that's in the call in the chat. Just a few comments and a few thoughts on tonight's episode, since it was an explosive one, before we get ready to lean out. Okay. So let me go ahead and send the link. I'm sure I know who one person's gonna be.
Okay,
so
maybe it's different.
What is y'all like? What is your?
All right. So then let me send this link right here. And of course, if you're watching right now, be sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like I said, I don't know what's going on with YouTube with the notifications, but apparently people have been getting them when we go live, whether it be planned or not planned. But try to make sure you actually have the bell actually clicked too, because if you don't have a little bell, not just the subscribe button, you won't actually get notifications. So keep that in mind too. Okay, and our caller for today is going to be Lisa. Lisa, how you doing today?
I'm doing just fine. Let me turn my TV down. Because I was doing my hair. I'm doing my hair. I was doing my hair.
What you got for us today?
Yes, I'm gonna tell you something. Y'all already know I'm on Teresa's side. I'm gonna tell y'all something, baby. Number one, she actually keep her man name out your mouth. You won't keep her man name out your mouth. So she had to go out on. She'll let you know. Don't put my man name in your mouth. You know what I'm saying? You can't keep messing with folks. Okay, now for me, if I was sitting on the table, I would have more than throw the goddamn wad on her ass. I would took that damn gun and throw it in my goddamn fucking face. Make sure I cut that bitch, okay? Then you'll understand. I tell you, bitch, keep my man name out your goddamn mouth, okay? Because I'm tired of you, okay? And I can't stand, like I told you, she be in everybody else's business. She be in everybody else's goddamn business. She need to worry about her damn husband, the Joe the plumber. You know what I'm saying? And I believe he's scared of her ass too. You know what I'm saying? He's scared. And I do believe that she did start that rumor about Evans cheat. I really do. But now it came out that Teresa found out through through her brother, now it came out. So you know what I'm saying. But I do believe that Evans, I believe Margaret probably told Melissa, and Melissa went back home pillow talking to Joe, and Joe told Teresa. You know, so it can happen like that. But I wish Caroline was there too. Number one, Caroline would have stayed out of Teresa's business. You know what I'm saying? Caroline want to stay out her business. When Caroline, I used to love Caroline. I really did. I wish they'd bring her back because I did love her. You know what I'm saying? Even though what she really did go against the sister code and tender for the brother-in-law who beat up the current boyfriend or a new husband. So I mean, from that part right there, they know right there she ain't on show. But I really did love Kat, and I wish they'd bring her back. Even her, even Jackie, because I love Jackie too. I love Jackie. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I mean Margaret just get on my goddamn nerves. She got on my goddamn nerves. Like y'all say, she playing the damn game. She playing the game, baby. But she got on my goddamn nerves. I can't stand that bitch. That bitch can go sit down somewhere on her goddamn ponytails, okay? Get your motherfucking ass, sit your ass down some damn fucking world. Because you need to be hanging around with a real woman. Because a real sister would have whooped your motherfucking ass up and down that damn Nashville Street. I don't blame Teresa. I would have went back up them stairs too. No, Teresa went back up them stairs too. Teresa, I'm gonna whip this bitch ass. But the security had stopped her ass though.
She said this white bitch with the
Yeah.
white ass.
You said, yeah, I'm gonna whoop that white bitch ass. I don't blame. Child police, honey. Yeah, she had the right one. Cause the baby, I know several women would have whooped that bitch ass, honey. I'm told you keep my man name out your mouth. And you keep on talking. He may is talking to the goddamn blog. I don't know who. I believe she's talking to the goddamn blog. Cause like they say, she the first one to know every darn thing. Don't nobody know nothing but her first. So hey, everybody else don't know that you know first. You want to tell me? I just want to make sure she okay. Bitch, you don't want to make sure she okay. Just like you did for Jennifer. You thought about it. About that shit with Jennifer. You about to kind of bring that shit out. And but Jennifer and Teresa hold to her whole different whole ball game. You know what I'm saying? Teresa ain't gonna cry too much. Teresa gonna get ready to whoop your ass. And I believe if she went back up there, security wouldn't get no face. If Teresa, I really believe if Teresa would have went back up them stairs and security didn't get in the way, she would Margaret ass. I really thought that. I really do. I'm like, who? I don't know which one of y'all here said. Now Louis ain't gonna mess with Teresa. Honey. He know how she get down now, honey. He said how she get down. He is not finna fuck no Teresa. Okay, he is not finna.
Well, he shouldn't really be a stranger. He's I'm sure he's seen her on the show. I mean, he ain't no dummy.
Yeah, I know he don't think.
So yeah.
Do I believe? Now, do I believe some of the stuff they say is true in the blog? Yes, I do. You know what I'm saying? But once she tells them it's none of your business, leave us alone. I said, baby, if you happy, I'm happy. Okay, that's how I feel about all my relationships. And when you come to me and he on did all his dirt, I'm just gonna say, girl, I told you so. That's the only thing you can do. You just got to leave people business alone. And Mom could be in everybody else's business, like you all up in Danielle's business. With her husband. That ain't none of your business. It's none of your business. And like I told y'all last time, Danielle had every damn right to pull that goddamn woman hair. Bitch, you put some water on me? Oh, hell no. Who the hell you think you is? Cause I know a real sweet bitch would have fucked your ass. They would do more than put your damn hair down, baby. Your face would be scratched up and beat up and everything else. They wouldn't recognize your ass, okay? So you just hate your hair pulled, that ain't nothing, honey. Okay?
Okay.
I'm
Well,
just
thank you for
saying.
calling in, Lisa. We about to get ready to lean out, okay? Thank you for
Okay,
calling in
then.
and getting
Love
us
you,
your opinion, all
darling.
right? All right, have a good one. Okay. Well, there were no other callers, so we're gonna go ahead and lean out for real. It was a pretty good episode. Like I really enjoyed the episode. I just personally, my opinion, wish Teresa wouldn't have done it. However, I can't tell her how to react. Marge, sorry girl. I like Marge, but sorry girl, it is what it is.
Sorry girl.
Right, sorry girl. I'm curious to know how the rest of the season goes because there's 2 more episodes, I believe. And I mean, you see next week, like there's another argument. They're still in Nashville, and Teresa tells Melissa, "Tell your friend to shut the fuck up." So I'm like, is it gonna explode again? I don't know.
Why do Jersey only get like 13 episodes?
Because that's all we can take.
I guess. I don't know.
Anymore, Teresa gonna catch another case.
Some of these other franchises to learn. They could do us 13, 15 episodes. I'm just saying. I don't mind the short season
because Salt Lake City show could have.
Beverly Hills is about to be 30 episodes. Get ready.
40.
No.
It's about to be long.
So 18-part reunion.
Summer. Yeah. Okay.
What I want to say before the call-ins.
Go ahead.
What I was wanting to say before you had called Lisa in or whatever, I was wanting to see what y'all think about like the whole Gia versus Joe thing. Like I've been seeing a lot of that online, and a lot of people saying like Gia needs to stay out of it. Like what?
I'll have an opinion when I see it on the
earlier episodes on how we all felt about it. Then, personally, my personal stance is that I feel like she loves her dad, and he needs to watch what he says because she's grown now. So I supported her when she got in that business with the adults. I didn't support her when she was kind of almost coming in Marge personally. But I don't see anything wrong with that because Joe needs to realize that yes, he did raise her, but she's an adult and she loves her dad, so he needs to be respectful. That's me.
Yeah, I agree with that. And as far as the Marge thing goes, I mean, it can go either way. It's just like other people's kids have gotten involved on Jersey for sure. So it's just like it's really not. I don't understand like the big deal about it. I mean, what Gia said was just out the way. It's just like she supports y'all, so you should support her. I don't really think she said anything too wrong with Marge, and I don't really feel like Marge said anything wrong to her. So that little exchange, I didn't understand what everybody was so upset about. It was funny though when Marge did say that they were gonna wear. The way Gia looked back, I died.
Okay. Well, we're gonna go ahead and leave now. Thank you, Lisa, for calling in, and thank you, Sammy, Jamie, Danny, and Demisio for today's lean. Be sure to, like I always say, like this video, like, and subscribe to the channel. There is going to be a lunch and lean tomorrow over some recent Potomac tea. I just can't wait to spill, child. But yeah, that'll be tomorrow. If you are watching, it'll be tomorrow, probably around 11 o'clock my time, which is Pacific Standard Time, which is actually 2 o'clock Eastern and 1 o'clock Central. So
I think
be on the lookout for that. It may whatever the time is. Just if you subscribe, you'll know. But we got some exclusive little tea, just small, little tea. It was big, but it's gonna be a small little live video, or whatever. So be sure to watch that tomorrow. Watch our other videos. Of course, New Jersey. We did some videos last week on Real Housewives of Atlanta and Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Those shows are coming. It's gonna be a long, long summer, child. But it's gonna be fun. I'm excited, especially for all of
Erica throwing Garcelle book away. Garcelle must have really had to piss her the fuck off this season. I don't know what Garcelle did, what she said. I don't know what happened. But baby, she is on Erica's bad side.
Baby.
And that's like hilarious.
All right. Well, y'all have a good rest of y'all night, and we'll see y'all next time, okay? Have a good what's the
Bye, guys.
Yeah. Have a good rest of y'all too. We'll see y'all next time. All right.
Bye.
Bye.